Welcome to the Turn Academy at Longwood Driving Range. This golfer is attempting the single plane setup. You can see that he's actually in a more of a two-plane setup here at the beginning. His hands are a little too low. That puts him out of position, puts him in an awkward stance. It's kind of halfway between a conventional swing and the single plane swing. Let's advance the swing a little bit slowly. See what happens here. As he's adjusting here, he even gets his hands a little bit lower. What we want to see is that the club shaft runs up pointing at the lead armpit. So it'd be up quite a bit higher about where the line is. Then we notice he's got his body torqued a little bit to the left. That will actually create either a slice or a push. I know people think they aim more left, they're going to go more left, but the tendency is if you align more to left, you're going to cut across the ball and hit a little bit more to the right. So we're getting ready to watch this tape here. A few more adjustments, and his hands even got lower. I'm going to blow this up for a second. I want to show you how far into the inside of the ball. You can see the club is well inside the golf ball. The ball is out, about half the ball is past the toe of the club. That's another issue, so he's going to have to move the club quite a bit in order to make good contact, unless of course he wants to hit it dead right, which he doesn't in this case. So we're going to advance it a little slower here. In the takeoff, you can see he's really manipulating the club. He's rotating it like crazy, doing all kinds of things, pulling that elbow back behind him. The hands and arms stay in front of him through the swing. You're moving that whole triangle as a unit, and he's not. That's creating all kinds of problems in terms of trying to manipulate the club back to where it needs to be set up. Right now, he's above the plane with the shaft, below the plane with his hands, and his elbow's flying pretty hard out behind him. The elbow, that trail forearm should be parallel to the white line. You see it's here. That's not exactly parallel. So we're going to continue the downswing. He's coming down now, so he never drops the elbow. The downswing leads with the elbow. What we're going to try to do is get him to bring that elbow down that way, but he doesn't. He just stays out. He never gets down under. Now he's almost in the single plane position at coming into the impact. You notice he's got his hands up, but the club face again is wide open. You can see that from this angle here. That's coming in wide open. He's going to square it up, and it's going to be a bit push off to the right, which is where he's going all the time. He's really frustrated over that. But it starts the setup and then ends at the impact position. What we need to do is get his hands a little lower at impact, a little higher at setup. Let's go ahead and draw one more set of angles and we'll back it up from here. Here he is at a straight line. Let's be a little more creative with red here. Do a nice red line here. And we'll do a nice 90-degree line to that, which would be about there. Let's see how he moves out of that, going back up. So at setup, you can see he's at a pretty good two-plane setup. And as he comes back, good little head drop there, that's okay. Coming into impact, the hands are moving way out from where they were before, which is creating that problem he has. And that's why he's hitting it to the right. His goal was to hit it about 25 yards left of that line. Now, it's good solid contact. So he's moving in the right direction, but we've got to get him to set up correctly to begin with, and then do a nice, relaxed, single plane swing. I come back frequently to how important the setup is in the single plane swing. Actually, it's just as important as the two-plane swing. What we have here is he's leaning too far towards the target line. There should be a straight line running on his lead side, just outside his lead foot, through his lead here. But he's tilted way in the wrong direction. So if you rotate and go back, collapsing forward. The weight hasn't shifted to the back leg at all. As a matter of fact, you can see that most of the weight, he's centered right over his front leg. It has to be on the front side. head is starting to tap the hands already. There's the shaft bending forward, so they really accelerate the hand. And because he's not able to extend down the line, that left elbow is going to collapse on him, and he's going to create what we call the proverbial chicken wing. It's kind of funny because he does it on the back of the hand on the whole thing. So we got to work on a couple of those things. What we want the club to do is release past the head. At this point right now, the club, his butt leg should be releasing at this point. The hands shouldn't have to move very far. But the hands are moving, the club head is. In relation to the hands, the club is staying exactly in the same place. Baseball doesn't call that a fun. So what I asked him to do, and we'll see that in the next video, is do a few baseball-style swings and see where he ends up. We talked in the last video about baseball swing. Good swing, good swing. Kind of record in fly swatter, a baseball bat, or a golf club. Record works. Set up from the start. You can see now, remember that line we talked about? I don't particularly like the squigglies. I'll do it again. Now we'll pick another color here. Got a nice straight line. Notice that it's on the angle that we do with the previous video. Notice that look here. You see through a window. Here, like you can go on. Straight on, down, rocking the elbow and the shoulder. I like to get a little bit more fun. Notice the leg is still there. Notice the body towards the target. And we have the yellow line. Now the lead arm starts to fold. He releases the club head down the line and finishes fully weighted on his front side. That's his issue. He never gets the weight transfer on his real swing. Now you can see that is a very smooth, comfortable looking swing. That's what we're trying to achieve. I don't know why it gets so difficult for all of us when we bend over, but it really does.